I want to get an idea of how much is left over after I get these 2 rows in. So we'll say here, I don't want to catch all the corner mud. So we'll just go here and we'll say that's 2 1/8. And these things are 71 long. We'll go 71 this way, 2 3/8. Let's check that in the middle. I'm wondering if I can get mostly 2 3/8 and then just freehand a little bit at the end. Yeah, so we're 2 3/8 here. So if we say the last 18 inches, we do a little bit of an angle to 2 1/8, we'll be okay. Then we're at 2 and, I mean, if I do 2 3/8 there, it's more like 2 1/2, but it will get covered by baseboard, which is a 1/2 inch thick, so that 1/8 isn't gonna matter that much. So we wanna keep the groove side, go from the other side here actually, go for the full 44-degree back bevel there.
This video is a little bit more of the same style, but it does have some helpful preparation and weighing down tips. So consult the chapters if you want to skip past the time-lapse sections.
Wow, that is gonna be fun to try to install. I think I wanna pull this back just a little bit more. Let's get these out of here. I don't want to get confused with what pieces I'm using. And right now I'm just making space so that after I get my glue down, I have somewhere to still walk. And that'll do. Okay.
I'm leaving one piece of glue pour and glue spread in this video today, not because it's particularly new or novel or entertaining, but because I was able to get one good chunk of time-lapse out of this one. I took out most of the rest of it from later on because it otherwise just ends up being this and nothing else for like 20 minutes. I guess if I wanted, I can make the excuse that it shows how I work around holes in the floors and how I work near to the edge of the walls. Really is just an excuse though.
Man, this is gonna be like almost exactly the right amount. The rest of this I'm just gonna scrape into the garbage because it's got all sorts of chunks and stuff in it. I don't want to put that in my bucket. Yeah, I probably need to do something about my fiber with how much caffeine I have. If you know what I'm saying?
Here's something you haven't seen me do yet. I'm just using my small blue wrecking bar as a pry bar against a little piece of floor scrap to help spread out the pressure, and that keeps the drywall from getting damaged. I'm using the pry bar again to get the last strip of flooring in up against the edge of the wall. I have to be a lot more careful because there isn't room to get the little scrap spacer in.
Okay, so that's that. Now I want to get heavy things all along that front edge, and then heavy things all along the new stuff I just put down.
For once, my bad project management skills came in really handy, and so did the Great Plague of the early 2020s. These brown boxes are all my IKEA cabinets that I had to buy way too early because they couldn't keep them in stock. They made excellent support so I could get an entire box of tile along the very slim edge of the last flooring row. One last time with the pry bar, but this time I needed a few more pieces in behind because it was just still a little bit too far away from the wall.
That's 240 square feet left. Really rough and dirty. Plus stairs, and plus I have to make stair nosing, so it should be okay. And it should leave me a little bit extra, but not like a disgusting amount extra. I feel like there was something else I wanted to do today and I'm forgetting.
If you dry fit your boards before starting to put your glue down, it can go a lot faster. We can finish this video off with a couple of clips from the next day of work. It ended up being like 4 or 5 hours of cleaning and reorganizing so that I could get the next 3 or 4 rows in and getting ready to deal with tackling the stairs.